This conference will now be recorded.
Morning. Okay, so our promotions committee consists of Chuck Sikora, Cindy Sikora, Mary Jasinski, Jeanette Hauser, Sharon Biner, and we added Greg Sharap. Is that Sharap? How do you pronounce your last name?
Sharp.
Sharp, pardon me.
Close enough.
Okay. So we have been working, our group has been working to contact all of our membership that has not renewed their membership this year. We have contacted them all by text, letting them know that they need to renew their membership if they want to vote, and that the membership dues are due by July 31st in order to vote in the election. So we did all that. We will continue to update and remind people to pay their dues. The other thing that we met this week, and we're talking about promotions, and our group is charged with the responsibility of promoting Secord Lake and getting people active in our association and being aware of what we're doing and trying to make it, of course, our main focus is about our lakes right now, but beyond that, we also want to build community and have a reason for wanting to be a part of this group beyond just trying to restore lakes, to build community. So we've been talking about a number of different things. We have a merchandise back there in the back, for sale, and we're talking about putting together some more merchandise availability with the Secord Lake Association, our Secord Lake logo that would be available for order and sale later this year. We're talking about a membership drive where we actually are participating in events and trying to draw awareness to our association and get members or get folks to join our membership. And there are events coming up around the community that we might be a part of. So we're hoping to make that happen. And then we're talking about Lost Arrow, and we were hoping they were going to be here today, but one of our ideas is to have a social event for our membership. And we thought Lost Arrow would be a perfect location to do that. And it would be an opportunity for them to highlight what they have and what they're going to be doing at their facility. And so we're trying to coordinate that now. We're hoping that it'll be sometime next month, at the end of maybe next month, and hopefully bring our community in to see the great things happening at Lost Arrow and have them have an opportunity to share, to show you what they're doing. I know everybody's curious, so. But we want to, and if anybody has any ideas for some events that we could maybe do to build our community and get people excited about being Secord Lake residents and members on this lake, we want to make our association fun as well. Right? A place where people know each other and enjoy being with each other. So if you have any great ideas for that, our committee is open to those ideas. Let us know. And if anybody has any questions, let me know. Judy?
Hello, everybody. Comment.
Okay.
So my cousins about Lost Arrow. They were born and raised on the road right here. They were kids and they worked at Lost Arrow as kids. So I did text Sarah. So I'm going to speak on their behalf and this got shows up great. I want to let you know they do have their license.
Why don't you go up front and sit in the chair so the folks online can hear you as well? Just because I could do a great commercial.
Judy Bowman, Mr. Drive. Speaking on behalf of Lost Arrow, and Scott Mason, I want to let you know that they are open. They do have a liquor license. They're renting rooms, and today actually is Ted J's service. And his family's staying there, so they're renting out rooms and they're fantastic. They have an issue with people. So the restaurant, they can't get workers. They've been only 3 family members that are working their tail off and get this going. So please be patient, and you know what happens when you open a business, you're gonna get trash like a dog if it's not perfect. So that's why they're waiting until everything's perfect. So they have the rentals and they're working on that. They wished on the 21st they would have been available to be on the fun run thing for the RV.
Thank you.
And so can I put a plug in for the Big Boys Golf?
Go ahead.
Okay, Big Boys of Glen County. 11th annual golf outing. It's on the August 5th itself. And I have the information here. They give only to Glen County. Kids that don't have the money to buy their meals, their caps and gowns, there's a whole list of everything. People can't afford their electricity, their gas, anything. We help with that. We work very closely with the Catholic Mission. So that golf outing, we'd love to have people get involved with that. I have the information here.
We donated $1,000 to the flood relief already.
Amen.
We're glad we're community.
Yeah,
And
only Glen County. So the big boys of Glen County are very, very active in this county. We can use your support, and we help a lot of people. So I've got the information in the back of what all we do. Rick?
Yeah, thanks, Judy.
And Melissa?
Anybody has questions more on that? See you.
Oh, yeah.
Or Rick.
Rick, see Rick?
We need to go back, just an election issue, Judy forgot to mention. Go ahead.
I wanted to introduce the board members who are in the election, so you know who they are this month. It's Danny Johansson and Red Cliff. So they'll both be on the ballot. And we'll escape the writing names from membership.
Okay, and under fundraising, we're gonna put that into, that's right now, that has to do with the golf ball. So we have Jeanette and Jen Holmes here to talk about that. And that's what I have on the committees, so we're gonna move right into business, which I have golf ball to start out with. So, Jeanette and Jen, you can take the hot seats up here.
We're all in.
Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Hauser and Ginny Combs. We are committee members for Secord Lake Fundraising Committee. Golf outings seem to be popular for raising money, but there's room for everyone. And our outing is not until September. It is a scramble. So even if you're not a great golfer, just come out and have some fun, support the community. We're looking for both sponsors. We've had very good success with local businesses setting up their sponsorships. We are in need of golfers as well. The information for the golf outing, both the information sheet and the registration sheet are online at Secord Lake Association website under fundraising. Jenny and my phone number is there as well, so if you have any questions or if you'd like us to pick up your check, there is a address on here to mail checks, but we'd be happy to just come and meet with you and pick those up. So just a couple of things going on at the golf outing on September 25th. There's a hole-in-one card giveaway. So we're going to have 50-50, of course, skins and mulligans. We are raffling off a gift card basket. We're raffling off a wine and liquor basket. And today I'm selling tickets, and also if anyone is interested in selling tickets for us, I have packets of 10 tickets. It's literally a fridge full of beer. And we got a little mini beer fridge donated from Home Depot, our local Home Depot here in West Branch. They were really great. I literally walked in, he said, here, how about this one? So it's just really great to see the community step up and supporting our association, and all of this, of course, for the return of our lake levels. So if you'd like to buy a ticket, they're $10 a piece. And or if you'd like to sell tickets, please contact Jenny or I. If you're interested in picking up a pack of tickets today, I have them available. And I think that's it.
I think that's the only thing I could just stress is we do need golfers. It's $300 a team. You can be sponsored, you can pay your own. We don't have to have the whole team. If you pay the $300 and we have the captain, we're good with that if you want to fill your team as you go along. But we are in need of golfers, and like Jeanette said, it is a scramble, a lot of fun, and there's a lot of things going on. That does include your lunch and your dinner. So it's really a pretty good deal. And we want people to be around. Hi, Judy.
Neighbors. Will you be having a silent auction and people can donate items for that?
Absolutely.
Yes, and gift cards from local businesses would be great as well for our gift card basket.
Or beer, the fridge for
Yeah.
beer, or a bottle of wine. And Judy just actually sponsored a flagpole, so she'll be, she just said for that. So, I mean, and that's, and we still have a few of those up. We have a lot of other sponsorships available. We only have 5 flagpoles.
Yeah, and the sponsorships run from $25 up to $750 if you want, you know, the full team plus the flag plus a bunch of other like advertising. There's grass signs at each hole that we'll be putting up. There's cart signs that will actually be connected to the carts as people are driving around. So,
And they have your name and your affiliation, like you want to put your business or whatever, so.
and just one other thing, the Gladwin Record has agreed after the event for those sponsors, will be listing those sponsors in the newspaper. So just some additional recognition. Obviously, you can't do these things, you can't do these golf islands without sponsors and players. So we just really welcome, you know, everyone participating.
And we're trying to get, you know, we do have global sponsorship. We've also reached out to some businesses in Midland that we think are affected by, you know, the lakes and also West Branch. So we're getting some response there. So the sponsorships, we're getting a lot of what we need right now are golfers. So if you have a team, let us know. And like I said, we don't need all of your players. We just need really good talent.
But individuals can donate a really nice item for silent auction.
Absolutely. Mhm. And what we'll
You
do.
don't have $50 or
No, and whatever you donate, then there'll be a committee that'll put all that stuff together. And there may be 4 things in the thing you bid on. There may be, you know, so there's a committee that will put the baskets and things together. But absolutely, we do both.
I have a question. If you don't want to go out, or you're not a golfer, you still come to this and you say, buy a dinner ticket?
Yes, it's on here. The dinner's on.
$30.
Yeah.
So you don't golf, why don't you show?
Yeah, $40 for dinner.
Or to bid on great items.
Yes.
And the other thing is the sponsorship, we always have the family can sponsor. You know.
And if you have something specific that you want to put on a sign, you know, I mean, there's ways to do that as well. So just think about it. And like I said, sign it. Sign it. And you don't have to be really hard. That's terrible.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
These guys are doing a great job, appreciate it. So to wrap this up, we put the communication presentation together. And actually, we're going to put the Four Lakes and Four Lakes test.
One of them, yeah.
Group them together. That'll end our meeting
I'll just
today.
tell them that we have no
Right now, we have Four Lake, RestoreLakes.org, we have Jeff Sorensen, we have Ken Wells, they're gonna do the presentation on that. And then we'll kind of move into the Four Lakes Test Facilitation, so we walk together. Think about if you have questions, this is the time to ask. Sometimes there's confusion out there. We have people here that have a lot of knowledge on this and more about. They're trying to answer the questions. If we can, we'll find out. Good time to ask questions. So anyway, I think we're gonna, this this will kind of conclude the meeting, but we're going to start with this short lake start. Jeff, you want to take it away? Or Candy, I guess, or whoever. I'll leave it place. Yeah.
I'm working on it right now.
Candy Jo Hansen.
Those things that we put it up for our friends.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I was trying to share. It says people can see the app, but I'm not seeing it.
Little technical problem.
All right, tell you what, let's shine it up there and hopefully they can see we got a bigger screen this week.
Yep, I got that. It's looking right at the screen now.
Okay, Tammy Jo Hansen, I'm on the board. We're working, again, go over our restorelakes.org. Of course, what we are super excited about is restoring the Secord Lake. This is our goal, of course. And we said this before, we want to make sure we continue to provide updates. Everyone continues to go to our website, restorelakes.org, and write letters to our legislators. This is a grassroots effort. So this has been created. Everyone, please go look at this site. Review the campaign. There's been updates over the past few weeks. This is less than 2 months ago. We started this effort, this grassroots effort. Created this website. It makes it easy to write letters to our legislators, local legislators, state, federal legislators. And we have support. Our governor has responded. Our senators have responded and are sending letters of responses. We got an amazing response just in the last couple months. So what we want to do is go to restorelakes.org, but they'll participate in letting our legislators know that we're really looking for their support. We appreciate their support. We over the course of the summer, it's not a one-time effort. What we'd like to do is go back regularly. We're going to update it as the process continues, as the legislators continue through the bill process, and we expect to be receiving money toward the effort. So let's go there regularly. So we can all help. It's a wide-variety effort, grassroots effort to help secure government support and funding to restore the lakes. Everyone here can participate with no cost. Email, letters, emails are free. If you want to, if you're not into emails, you can certainly write hard copy letters, mail them, it's just stamps. Or we certainly have a new effort that Ken will talk with. Ken and Jeff have been really instrumental just very recently in showing up at various events with the Eagles and other places to assist people that aren't computer savvy or aren't into emails, aren't able to work through this. But the org site itself makes it very easy. The letters are already written for you. So this is bigger than our lake. Okay, what we want to say, it's not just about Secord, it's about the Tittabawassee River system. And that's important because getting money and support from the legislators, it's important that it's about the Tittabawassee River system, all 4 dams, all 4 lakes. The more funding we can secure, of course, the lower cost of property owners. So it's very important that we let our legislators know that their constituents are extremely interested in restoring the lakes. We see positive energy, they see positive energy, and they know that it's important to the people that vote for them to make sure we get the funding and restore the lakes as soon as possible. So we want to let them know these things. The letters are really easy because we wrote them. They're on the website, they're for you. So it doesn't take, oh, what do I want to say to them? How do I phrase it? It's written for you. You can add and change things on the letters if you want, but if you want to use them just as they are, they give all of the information. We support the 4 Lakes Task Force and the plan to restore the lakes. The lack of federal oversight by Voice Hydro caused this. It's not the property owner's fault. There's nothing that any of us did. And we need assistance from the legislators because the regulatory authorities and Voice Hydro failed us in this situation. While we're willing to help, property owners should not bear 100% of the cost. We need their support, we need their help. We're asking for federal and state funds to help pay to restore the lakes. And that's what these letters say. Okay. Again, this is very important. We now have support from all organizations. As you can see at the bottom here, the information on Wixom, Sanford, Smallwood, and Secord, all very supportive, and we're all working together, all of our associations to support RestoreTheLakes.org. Four Lakes Task Force is very supportive as well of this initiative. We're all working together now with this grassroots effort only in the last couple months, and this has all been achieved. We've all got responses from the legislators that they support as well. This is an example of early success. You can see all these letters have been sent email, hard copy, and response to people like me, like you, that have sent in your first round of letters. We've gotten responses from governors, from lieutenant governors, from senators, from all the state senators as well, very supportive. And so it's important that we, again, say 2,400 unique individual visitors to RestoreTheLakes.org to date, and ongoing daily increasing. So this is an example. U.S. senators, members of Congress from Michigan, support of the lake restoration. This is an example of both of our Michigan senators requesting the EPA and FERC state regulatory authority to, for their assistance to restore the lakes, indicating they support restoring these lakes. This is again the EGLE Environment, Great Lakes and Energy is what it stands for. And just on July 13th, the EGLE group leadership affirmed support to rebuild the dam. So this is important because EGLE is the entity that will be approving the engineering drawings and all the permits and all the requirements to restore the dams, fix the dams, and et cetera. They have indicated just July 31st, this is an update, that they are supporting the Four Lake Task Force ability to move forward and restore the lakes. It's important when they make these public statements so we can all feel we're all pulling in the same direction. We're all interested in the same thing and working in that direction. The bill was sponsored within the state of Michigan, so it's a Michigan bill to provide $500 million for dam repairs and restoration. If anyone hasn't heard about this, it is actually been a bill that's been proposed in the state of Michigan Congress, the legislature, and it has two sides. This actual bill, it's going into committee, and there will be working on it, and eventually the plan is to have it voted on. It's bipartisan, both parties are interested and have expressed a positive attitude for it. We're expecting that hopefully it gets through committee, and it goes up to the governor, she signs it, and then we are able to proceed with this. If this occurs, as we expect, we never know, but that's what's indicated, it would provide $500 million for dam repairs and restoration. Of that 500, the expectation is approximately $225 million to repair Secord, Smallwood, Edenville, and Sanford dams. So it's actually focused on 225 million of it to our Chippewa River system is the plan. And so that is being processed. And if that occurs, of course, it will significantly reduce the lake owners' cost to restore the lakes. As we said, this is A and B. The bill itself recognizes Four Lakes Task Force as the designated authority for Gladstone and Midland counties, and it provides the ability to secure funding for the Four Lakes dam. And then B, the second part of the funding bill, provides additional money, $275 million, to repair other Michigan dams and to put in place regulatory schemes such that we don't end up in this situation again. That regulatory authority to make sure repairs are regularly updated, maintenance done on other dams outside of our Chippewa River system. Ken's going to talk now about the website and give you more information. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask.
Thanks. So one thing is we keep stressing, this is not an event, it's a campaign. We've got a plan. That's going to go a little more detail what that plan is. We have a rare opportunity to secure money. Speak up or lose out. That's really what it's boiled down to. So what we've done today, what we continue to do is to influence, people that can make a difference. One of the things we're going to do is, of course, we started off with initial awareness back in May when we first started. We had some great successes. And now the letters that you helped us write today and last night and over the email that people are sending me are about thanking them and making sure that the people that help get these bills together continue to support us. We will next be heading over to the actual committees. We know exactly who's on those committees. We're in the process of organizing all of their emails, their physical email, and their physical address. So we continue the effort. So what you're going to see, you can go to the next slide here. Is this is the website today. You go to the website, you go here to what we call the June call of action. The June call of action is some specific things going on that we're trying to do. It's the letters that you helped us with today. It's the emails that people have been sending. So that's why we're saying go here often, because in the very near future, this is going to have a new call to action. But we're going to review what we have out there now, so you kind of get the idea of what's out there. So you would click June call to action. You'll be taken to a page that will kind of give a quick update of some of the news that's going on. And then the call to action, very specific things are tied with what the news is. So if we're thinking, the state legislature, or we're thinking the federal, or we're reaching out to the local people, when you click those links, you will go to another page where it just simply summarizes, hey, what do you want to say? What do you want to do? And then there's an action page that have everything that you need to have to be able to do this. Now, at the same time, Jeff and I and several others, we're going to be out there doing the roadshow and continue to do the roadshow. Now, for those that have already signed up for some of the letters, we're going to probably reach out to you and, I don't know, I didn't even run this by Jeff, just thought about the idea. You might just get it, when it comes down to this, because there's a lot of people that we met last night, a significant number. In fact, this is how many people signed up with Jeff and I last night. People were busy. People were offering donations, but we didn't take money. So, and what we got was, including my neighbors as well, I didn't realize you were here, it came out special. And so it was very enlightening. And what we discovered was, not everybody goes to the internet. It's great for us to make sure we do this, but we miss tomorrow. We have everybody's name and address. Okay, so this is what I did. When we get to the next phase, you're likely to see a package show up at your place with your letters already printed out. All you have to do is sign it and put them back into the envelope. You will lose your 50% right back to us. So we'll make it easy moving forward to keep up with the thing. Not that we don't want you to go here and understand the news, but not everybody goes here. So some of these people, it makes it easier. So if you go to the call to action, and then you were to click one of these links on here, it will bring you to a specific page. So here's, for example, this is a state example, kind of tells you all about what's going on. And then you say, okay, you get it. Where do I get my letter? And where do I get my email? You got two options. Print friendly or download. I like both of them. When you click one, you get here, you get an Excel spreadsheet. These will be people's exact emails. And this is the letter that we just did in the back of the room. So if you want to sit around and watch TV for a few minutes, you can go through those emails quickly, copy, boom, 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 and in no time, you've sent emails. If you're online, it doesn't matter, they send hard copy, we encourage emails also. Hard copies do have to go through a certain security protocol, slow them down a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're kind of impactful. We're hoping that people will grab piles like that and we'll continue to have piles of them out on the floor of the committee talking about it. Because I'm a registered voter and everybody around the state, including my representative down where we're at, has responsibility to help with that. And when they don't, they're going to hear from me, they're going to hear from a lot of people. So that's kind of where we're at with this. So this is just kind of a revisit, but when we had a couple meetings, and one of them we went to when we first started to the Columbus Hall Lab, and we had an opportunity to meet with some of the representatives that are actually sponsoring our bill. They're very open. They want to help us. And we've had mind share with them, and Jeff can talk about more examples where they're calling us back on phones or doing some other thing. So let's keep up the great work, and we'll make it as easy as we can for you to make sure you represent.
Awesome, thank you. How many people here have written a letter? Awesome.
And all your letters will be printed shortly as soon as we're done. We didn't want to make all the noise.
So we apologize for our friends at home, because the printer had that goofy hum to it. All right, so we have people with letters. Who's got either a letter back or a phone call? What'd you get back?
I received a phone call from Debbie's Devon's Bader Center. You left a comprehensive message on my call and told me if I had any other questions or concerns, I could reach out to them. So I'm gonna do that soon.
Awesome. So you're
Be
going-
expensive.
You were going to live in Devon's office and their staff told me that. Awesome. Anybody else? Judy?
I didn't write a letter. I clicked on the link and did it, and that's what we're talking about.
No, but you got a response. Mullen, Congressman Mullen? Very good.
I got a generic letter from Haley Stevens. Talk about being right.
Oh, I can say one, that she represented us, we talked about going back. Thank you very much for not reading my email. We got way better response than we had. Haley Stevens checked out.
You can try to get you a sooner than that.
Yeah. She's taught all the environments. Had nothing to do with it.
Anybody else?
I got responses from local state vendors.
Okay, you're good. And somebody through the website sent us a response that got back from Governor Whitmer, which was very, very supportive. That was you, honey? Let's talk about that a little bit. Cool.
Well, just that she was following up on making sure that the waterway would be restored. And she's very supportive.
Awesome.
Chuck support, I called from the lieutenant governor.
Actually, Chuck spent 20 minutes in the car with the lieutenant governor. So that was.
And representing the future, the topic.
So the point is, we're writing these letters, it's getting through, we're getting responses back. I don't want to put you in the spot, but from a local county commissioner perspective, how important is hearing from people?
Yeah, I think I covered that. I appreciate the opportunity to bring that up again. It's huge that we get the word out. Hearing from the local community, the residents at the grassroots level is tremendously important. So full support.
So for folks that are wondering, like, what are we doing, right? We got the Water campaign, we're researching the bills, we're trying to understand, we're trying to make it easy. We're trying to fix stuff that's complicated and break it down. And we're also advocating. We're grassroots advocates, we believe in this, and we're advocating. So people wonder, well, what do you guys do? Well, we're going to meet with people. Since we met last, Joel and I were at a staff meeting or at an open meeting with a staff member from Speaker Whitmer's office. And we had the opportunity, both of us, to speak in support. Joel did a really nice job in his role as supervisor, talking about the impact on the economy, the impact on properties. Did a really nice job of helping Speaker Whitmer's staff member understand the importance of it. So we are doing those things and we're going to continue to do it. Will you help me out over here? So this is a campaign. This is a campaign. And let me just hit the down arrow. So you saw this earlier. Ken did a nice job of laying out where we're at right now, right? Thank you, people who are sponsoring us. We have additional training coming later this week. Where we're going to be trained along with our counterparts, the other 4 weeks on what does this legislation look like? How's it going to track through committees? We're going to be coaching on kind of what the next steps are. So sometime a little bit later on, we're going to be pivoting a little bit. We're going to have a new set of letters, as Ken mentioned, really focusing on trying to identify the committee members to help push this stuff through. And then as we learn more, the bills move through. The whole idea is we can move them through committee. We need to get them on the floor. We need to get them voted. They need to be voted positive, right? Up votes. That's what we're looking for. And then once we get that done, we can look to secure funds. If everything goes as planned, hopefully by Christmas this is done. Maybe sooner. So it's a campaign. Everybody in for the long haul? Everybody in? Awesome. Let's go. So there's more to come. We're focused on government funding right now. We've got wind in our sails. We've got wind in our sails. When the time comes, we're going to be Writing letters again, looking at approvals for the plans, approvals for permits, there's a lot of moving parts. But it's going to be a very orchestrated campaign. So watch for updates. I think we've done a good job of making sure people understand this living document. So I'm going to stick my neck up. I'm going to talk about three things as I look at this stuff. Now, when I say I'm not a board member of the Secord Lake Association. I'm a volunteer. I'm on a communications committee. I volunteer. I'm not on the 4-H task force. I'm a property owner on Secord Lake. I don't have the inside information. I'm a sales and marketing executive that work my entire day looking at complex stuff. And I'm semi-retired, my wife says I have too much time in my hands. So I spend time trying to understand and digest this stuff and try to make it easy. And hopefully some of the stuff you've seen from the communication committee in the last year, hopefully we're trying to make it easy. So what I'm going to talk about right now is my view. It doesn't represent the 4-H task force, it doesn't represent the Secord Lake Association, it doesn't represent the county, it's Jeff Sorensen. I want to make that very clear. Because my wife asked me this morning, she goes, how do you feel about this presentation today? I said, you know, I feel good about it. But I have one fear. I become a Facebook soundbite. Because I'm going to lay a couple things out that are maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but we all need to realize it. And I'm going to lay it out using published information. I'm not here to debate. If somebody has a question, I'm glad to take it, but again, this is for me. For the lawyer, did I do a good job? Very good. All right. Time, money, resources. It boils down to those three things. So here's what we know. The timeline right now says our money will be back in 2024. I'm not happy about that. I wish it was sooner. But 2024 is the number. Now, I looked at the plans, I read the detail. Again, this is my analysis. Later on, Phil's going to give us an update. He might have a little different perspective, but I'm going based on what's published. 2024. Detailed engineering is going on right now. Detailed engineering on our game. People say there's nothing going on, there's a lot going on. It's detailed engineering to figure out how to restore the thing, how to get done what the state of Michigan is requiring in order for them to get the authority to fill. And if you want to learn more about that, you can either read the 108-page summary that 4-H task force did, or you go on our website, the Secord Lake Association, and read the 5-page summary that's specifically for Secord. It lays it out. Those are the things that need to happen. So let's say we have 12 months of detailed engineering. Now, maybe it can be done sooner, but let's just say 12 months is what we have right now, which means that's done early next summer. Then you got to get state permits. You got to have the detailed engineering plan to go get permits. The good news is, Eagle just said, we're going to help you out. Good news. Right? The EPA and FERC have said, well, they said they have this years and the Congress people, you got to help these people. So that's good news. Here's the thing. Before you can go get state permits, you have to be able to demonstrate how you're going to pay for it. I like to do it. How are you going to pay for it? And how are you going to maintain and operate it? You have to have those two things figured out. So that now you're starting to understand a little bit about why this whole initiative is so important, right? You got to get this figured out in order to do that. So let's say that's 6 months. These are public works, public bids, public bid awards. I've worked in that arena in my life as a supplier. It's kind of complicated. So let's say that takes 6 months to do the contract writing, the contract bidding, and get the awards and all that stuff. Now you're looking at winter of 2023. Construction and reconstruction, our dams would take about 12 months. That's what we do. So that's where you're at in 2020. I'm not happy with 2024, but that's what the plan says. I have in my mind accepted 2024. I have accepted 2024. And I will fight tooth and nail to make sure they have the resources they need to hit 2024. And I have confidence in the team that they're doing everything they can to compress the timeline. As I move forward, I accepted 2024. Next one, please. Money. We need money, right? There was all this talk about the special assessment, and it's still floating out there. There's still going to be some kind of special assessment. There has to be. The question is, what will it look like? How big will it be? And when will it go in place? All those questions we have that can really get us all frustrated, along with the rest of this scenario. But here's what we know. 215 million is the price tag that the 4-lane task force right now has published that they need to restore all 4 dams. 215. Ours is 25, which breaks down right now to a special assessment. If there's no government funding, no help from anywhere, about 505 apiece per year. And then keep this number in the back of your mind, right? We talked earlier that there was going to be an operation and maintenance special assessment of about $200. That's what kind of wrapped up here, but just keep that in the back of your mind. 215 is the price tag for all 4. What did Candy tell us earlier that they got bipartisan support to try to go capture this? 225. Is 225 bigger than 215? That's the magic. Remember, got to have funding before you go get permits. So money, resources. Who's going to do the work? This is a complex project management. This is project management at steroids. We look at all the moving parts. And people have said, well, we need people that know how to build dams to do this work. I'll counter. We need project management. We need people who can manage complex problems, understand critical paths, understand critical points of failure, people that understand how to work with all the state and federal legislators, people that understand how to work with all the regulatory bodies around here, and people that know how to get the right people on board. We're lucky. The 4-H task force is made up of volunteers at the board level. They're volunteers. They're people like Phil, they're people like Chuck. They're volunteers. And they are taking everything they spent their lives in business doing to make a living and move their business forward. They're using those same skill sets right now to help us move this project. To me, that's remarkable. That these people all stepped up to do this. Now, they have help. We've got some really great engineers. If you want to see the talent, I'm trying to move you along, Rich. If you want to see the talent, we have, go on the 4-H task force website, go to who we are, look at the people who are on the board, and go through and read their bios, and look at all the people that are working on this thing, and look at what they've done in business and what they've done in life, and they're applying all those resources. I believe they earned our support. Here's what they've done. They secured $52 million in funding in 12 months. $5 million came from private, but $52 million. They successfully acquired the dams in a pretty contentious situation. The recleanup, the coordinating that, is we engage with lakes south of us, particularly Stanford and Richland. They're dealing with issues and challenges that we don't. They're River Lake associations are actually organizing cleanup parties to go out and clean up debris, like, get it right. Go in the counts. They've done it. The dams are stabilized. Our dam had a lot of work done over the winter. It's been stabilized. Now, it's still fragile, it still needs work. But the point is, they've got to be working to get it stabilized. Money. They secured a commitment from the U.S. Department of Agriculture for long-term low-interest finance. We need money. Long-term low-interest financing. Then they went to this Michigan legislature, because the law used to be, you could only go 10 years with a special assessment. Well, they want to make it more affordable. So they were going to get the law modified for 40 years. Right? It's no different than anything else in life, right? The longer the payment term, the lower the cost. That's pretty remarkable. By the way, this is like the 12 months. Numerous public meetings. Anybody that says they don't show what's going on, or they're not transparent, is not taking advantage of the opportunity to go to the webinars, read the materials, and ask appropriate questions. Plan for restoration, 108 page plan for restoration. There's a lot of detail there. If you want to read the 5 pages for Secord, they're using their relationships with the state legislature for the proposed legislation for the 500 million in dam safety, and then there's the 225. I believe they learned our system. So let's wrap this up. Time, money, resources. I've accepted 2024. And I'm hoping that we get some compression that moves. But here's my reality that I want to share. There are forces pushing against this, some of these things, that could put 2024 at risk. Let me give you for instance. No SAD. We're not going to do a SAD. We refuse to do a SAD. Well, if that happens, what happens? There's no money. There's no money. So now if there's no money, how do we get permits? That's a risk that's slipping. There's people that have said, we got to redo the SAD. We got to get rid of what the county commissioners did. We got to redo it and start all over again. Anybody want to guess how long that would take? Years. People have said, who manages the project? Let's get new people. It'll take a year just to undo the delegated authority. A year. Assuming 2/3 of the commissioners in Blackburn County and Midland County want to do it. It takes a year, then they have to do a new delegated. Everything stops. So here's the point I want to make. There's a lot of moving parts here. This is really confusing. It's really complex. And the guy that could have like this when I said 2024, I agree, it's frustrating. We have a plan. The plan is moving forward. The plan includes final engineering that's taking place. The plan includes financing that's desperately needed. The plan has very, very, very capable people managing the project and getting the right resources. We need to do everything we can to make sure we get 2024. And again, I'll let Phil talk about the upside he sees, but there are forces pushing the other direction. We need to listen to our commissioner. We need a lot of voices to be heard. So, how can you help? I think we've said it. Stay engaged, stay informed. The one thing I was so impressed with last night at the Eagles was how many people are engaged and how many people are informed. Everybody in this room is here because you want to learn more and you want to be informed. Keep going to the resources that are available. And if you have questions, ask us. We'll do the best we can to answer. We don't have all the answers because we don't know all the questions. So this is bigger than our weight. We're really excited by the support that's gathering. This little grassroots thing that started was trying to figure out how to do this here is snowballing, it's taking our life on its own, it's been a lot of fun. So as I wrap up, thanks for listening.
So I think one thing that I want to make sure is clear too is, we can only control what we can control. And so if we have any hope whatsoever to shorten time frame, we have to make sure that we take advantage of everything possible. The money's there to grab, we gotta go grab it. It'll make life easier. Then you can see. I'm hoping we can move those time frames up. Worst case, I'm not gonna be distracted by people that are talking, starting all over, as I jokingly put it, I'm in the fourth quarter. I want to have some game left for me, and I don't want to start over.
We talked to Jeff and Ken yesterday, and my thing, on my street, West River Drive, people need to get proactive. I'm gonna print out we have elderly people or not technical people. I'm gonna print out the letters and self-addressed stamp envelopes, go to their home and say, are you with us? So we need to get proactive to the people that are technical or not involved with this.
If you go to our website and you with the permission, you share the name and address, I will email you back.
I'll take my computer to their house.
And then all you gotta do is sign. And go.
Yeah, but other people need to do that as
Oh,
well.
I know.
Be involved.
We've got more. Thank you.
Good, thanks. Sorry that went over longer than we thought, we wanted to cover a lot of ground.
Thanks. They're actually, now you'll notice on our agenda that their names aren't listed, but that's their choice. But the communications team has been very, very busy, and I thank them. I mean, this is amazing what they've accomplished and what they are accomplishing. And it's not just amazing, it's very important, it's deterrent. So our lake community, and actually all four associations now, all four lakes are getting involved in this movement initiated by these folks who our organization, Restore the Lakes. It's actually their website. So everybody's getting on board, the other associations, and that's going to be huge. For people, legislators to hear positive things from the lake community.
So if we could just remind those folks that aren't here today that the recording of this meeting, they can see Jeff and Ken and Tammy do that presentation at their will. That was really good information. So encourage your neighbors or anybody that's not here, couldn't be here today, go online and take a look at that.
Okay, I was going to do a little report. Jeff's already. Family heart. But anyway, I can just tell you, I told you last month, I'll tell you again. There's going to be monthly engineering meetings, and we're going to be involved in that with the associate. We're going to have to be present at the meetings. Mike may be present in Gladwin County, and what it's going to do is inform us of how they're moving forward. So every month we're going to meet all these firms. Now, I'll just give you a list so you know the complication of. We have the 4 Lakes Task Force. We have Spicer Group, which is our main engineering firm out of Secord. Then we have Richard Incorporated. They are environmental consultants. We have Streamside, they're applied firehouses. And then we have Central Michigan University is going to be involved. I think they're doing some work this summer and some studies. GEI Consultants, that's another engineering firm that specializes in dam construction. And then we got HCOM, that's infrastructure consultants. So those, and there's a list of people under each of those. And then we move on to the look up agencies that are going to be involved, and that's Eagle, the DNR, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, USDA, Gladwin County Road Commission, Gladwin County, different people from Gladwin County, and then Consumer Energy and FERC. So all these groups are going to be meeting once a month, giving updates of how we're progressing, and we will be present to, and then hopefully in August we can give everybody a good update. For our plans, I know there was a comment that we saw praying down in Wilson Lake and they're working. Yes, they are. They're trying to get the water, the river back where about that, but we don't have that problem. What what we're doing is getting some final engineering. So that is, that's another update. They already said that the League Eagle has given us full support of what we're doing. We do have some critical things to get through, like, I think there's 4. One of this, we're about $10 million short. Now you're gonna, for next spring, we need about $10 million. So we're looking, again, for private donations, state funding and so on. And then, of course, we're after this money from the state, the $225 million, but that'll be for construction. But right now, we anticipate a shortage of $10 million. So our donations are still important to keep this project moving. We run out of money, like Jeff said, we got to stop. They have a lot of environmental problems in Winston and Sanford Lake that we're not dealing with, but we have to address it. This isn't 4 lakes stuff. Now, we're going to see things being done on the lakes, don't be confused. Our lake is still being worked on, and we're going to be the first ones back. There's no doubt. We have the least to do, but our dam does need construction. Then we have to get this methodology down for the SAC. And this will be contingent on what money we get, if we get money from the state or the government. So we have to put all this together. And that's as soon as we find out we're going to get funding. That has to be approved by you folks. You're going to have public hearings involved and all that. A lot of complications involved in that. We do have an approved SAC, but the non-figures will be changed. And then we're still waiting for flood studies and some other studies to be completed. They're not in yet, so we have to wait patiently for those. I don't want to bring this up, getting a little long. There is some legal issues. I will tell you, I share the concern, Jeff, that if attorneys, I guess, are going around people and asking them to get on board for no say or to change the say. And that it's bothersome. We're as a 4 Lakes task force, we're not telling people what to do. It's not, you can't, you do what you think you have to do. But I'll get personal, is if we start suing, change things, 2024 will go away. I got a letter here from City. The judge in Traverse City stopped the repair of their dam because there was so much conflict. The judge just said, we're stopping everything. What happens then is it goes back to courts, you know how long that takes. So we have to be careful. I hope we don't get into lawsuits and other things with this law. It's not only slowing us down and costs a lot of money. We have to pay attorneys. So I think our thing is very positive. I'm not happy with 24. I think if nothing goes wrong, that time will be compressed perhaps, but I think it's safe to say 24. If we get anything in your mind and we say get the water back. But I think 24 is realistic. There's just a lot of moving parts and pieces. I don't know. I want to just thank our committees, Jenny and Jeanette, doing a great job. Our team. Is there any other business for comments from the floor? And if not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Sure.